How to get along with your debate partner. If you're watching this, you probably don't get along with your debate partner or haven't chosen a debate partner. I really hope it's that you have not chosen your debate partner yet, because the number one rule before you choose your partner is to know your personality. That being said, you have to know whether you're dominant or submissive. Now, I, for example, am very, very dominant. I like to know that what I say is what's going to happen, and I like to have control over situations. Dominant people don't get along very well with other dominant people, so it's kind of important that you find someone else that's submissive. I didn't do that, and it resulted in a lot of conflict, but you eventually work it out. And sometimes dominant people can get along with other dominant people, and submissive people can get along with other submissive people, but it's difficult. So it's best just to find someone who's opposite you. Next, organization versus messiness. If you are organized, that is great. Please find someone else who is organized, or they are going to drive you insane for the entirety of your relationship as partners. If you're the messy person, you're going to drive your organized partner insane and hold back the team. If you and your partner are both messy, you will never be a successful debate team, and you need to get organized quickly. That is the number one most important rule of debate. And if you refuse to get organized, then get out of debate. Next, agree on arguments and strategies before the round starts. What this means is that you should pick a list of things that you like talking about, that both of you are good at talking about, that you both understand before you go into the round. That way, when you hear what their plan is, you can say, let's do this one. And you never surprise your partner, and you're never surprised by anything that your partner says. You know beforehand what you're going to say every round, and you're comfortable with each other. That helps with trust a lot. Next, have a code word for stopping fights. For example, mine with my partner is remember the moment. I draw us back, or she does, in any situation where there might be conflict to a time where there wasn't conflict. And we think about times that were more important in regards to our friendship. So in the middle of a fight, if I'm saying like, I want to run this counter plan, and she says, I want to run this counter plan, then one of us can just say, remember the moment. And we instantly realize that no fight is worth our relationship, and it's just one silly debate round, and it's not worth the conflict. That being said, a code word is very important. In addition to that, you should never surprise your partner in the middle of a round with arguments. You should never bring up a random thing that you've never read before, or that has not been in your list of arguments that you're both comfortable with, because that hurts trust with your partner. If they can't trust you and you can't trust them, then you don't have a strong relationship and you're not going to win any rounds. Next, communication is key. You have to be able to talk to your partner. You have to be able to have a good relationship with your partner. Otherwise, none of your arguments will be effective, because the judge will be able to see that you can't talk to each other. So why should you be able to get something across to the judge if you're not working together as a team? If you can't communicate with your partner, you can be sailing off on two different ships, and that could cost you the debate round. Also, you need to do your homework, the same amount, if not more, than your partner. You have to make sure that you understand all of your arguments and that your partner understands all of your arguments, because then you never get caught in a situation where you're worried that something might not work, or that you won't have enough to say about a topic, and you've covered everything. Also, it's very important to be the bigger person, because in any situation when you could get into a fight with your partner, because it will happen, it happens to everyone, you just have to rise up and accept that sometimes it's your fault. If you can tell your partner and give in that they are right sometimes, then it could win you the debate round in the end. Finally, don't pick your best friend, because by the end of the season, I promise you they will not be your best friend anymore. This is very important, because I did this. And debate is about fighting. You're going to fight a lot. Not only with other teams, not only with your coaches, not only with everyone else that you encounter because you're a debater and that's now all that you can think about, but with your partner. And if your partner is your best friend, you might lose a best friend, and it's not worth it. So I hope this video helped with getting along with / choosing your debate partner.